Hello and welcome to the next tournament report on my channel. Like I told you before in my last video, I was on another tournament on the 12th October, and I drive to a tournament in Arnsberg. It's really near at my home. It was their first tournament, and they will organize more tournaments in the future. And so it was really nice that it is a tournament near to me. Normally, I must drive really far. And so for the first tournament, it was a small tournament of, at the end, 10 players, because 2 days before the tournament, one drop off, and on the day of the tournament himself, another one didn't come. And like I told you before, I played again Skaven. And this time I try something else, not completely different, but a little bit in another way on the characters. And it was the first time I didn't play 2 units of Clan Rats with Warp Grinder. I was thinking, okay, at Renegades I must play 2 units. Theoretic, I must play any Clan Rats, but I wanted to have or to try a second bigger unit. And I played 2 units Night Runner, 113, the blessing number of Skaven, and 1 12-man big. Then 1 unit of 59 Clan Rats with shields full command. 1 unit of 60 Plague Monks with full command, and the banner who gives D3 on the combat rest. This was all my units. Now the characters. Like we know it from every time, my general was a Gracier, level 3 Demonology with Lore Familiar and the Power Scroll. Then I play a second Gracier, level 3 with Arcane Familiar, with Demonology and Illusion. And I think also Power Scroll. Then I played Warlord with the Feyblade, like we all know. Then I play a second Warlord. Skaven characters are not so expensive, with the Ogre Blade and 1 Skaven Brew. Then I played, because I must, 1 Plague Priest, but without anything. And I played a BSB with Swift Strife banner and 1 Skaven Brew. And it was, I think, really close to the 1000 point for characters, but I wanted to try it. And I wanted to try or to think, when I play not against dragons, or so if I play against dragons, to split my characters on 2 units. And then it was nice to have another big unit like the great unit of Clan Rats. In my first game, I played against one of the tournament organizers, and he played Orcs and Goblins. And he played one war boss on Wyvern. I think it was Black Orc. 1 unit Orcs, 1 unit Boar Boys, 1 unit of 30 Night Goblins with a level 2, I think, with more magic, and 3 Fanatics. And then a great brick of Black Orcs. Also inside with level 4 with I think Lore Formula and Battle Magic and BSB. Doomdiver and 1 unit Squickhopper and 1 Mangler's Quick. And we played in the first game the mission with the 4 objectives. And I think I will concentrate my my army to this 2 secondaries or objective markers, and he was decided to concentrate on the other 2. And it was, he didn't play so many competitive tournament games before, so he didn't know really how he want react to my Skaven. But it's another problem. Not many people play Skaven, so it's not the first opponent who didn't know how he want to play against me. And maybe I was thinking after the game I could go a little bit more aggressive with the second unit, but first time I was really fine with this. I think I start the game and I went a little bit up. So on the left side I go forward, and my clan rats and the other unit of night runners only go a little bit, not really much, because when my opponent can get everything into the clan rats, then they have also problems. It's only clan rats, it's not a storm vermin or a second unit of plague monks. So I decided to play it a little bit more defensive on this side. And he went also in the first turn a little bit forward with his Black Orcs and the Squickhoppers and the Mangler's Quick. Yeah, this is at the end of movement phase of the second turn of my opponent. So like I said, I went here up. Also, I had problem with the hills, so this plague monks stay originally there. And in my first turn, he comes a little bit forward, and then I went nearer to the Squickhoppers to shoot them a little bit, or to bring the first one of them down, and maybe to bring my opponent to make mistakes. But he did the right thing. He charged them with the Mangler Squig and bring the Squig Hoppers in front of my Plague Monks that I must charge them in my third turn. And then he decided, okay, maybe it's not really a good idea to fight with the Black Orcs, with the Plague Monks. And then he started to get backwards and use Arcane Urgency to get more backwards. And this was one point I told him after the game, or a little bit later. I use the game more again to show my opponents things. And at the end, I helped him that it go not really catastrophic. But I ask him every time before he do something, what is his intention and what he want to reach with this. And then I talk to him what's maybe next time better. At the end, he make in the last 2 turns the right decisions, and there I don't must tell him much. I only tell him what would have happen if he decided in another way, because he was not really sure if it is the right way. But it was the right way. He played really good for that he didn't play much tournament games before. So he charges, like I said, here the Night Runners, but didn't kill them completely. So I passed my leadership test because my general stays something like here. I only gives ground. On the other side, he decided that he maybe want to go into my clan rats. So he moved a little bit more up. And then in my third turn, I charged here. The clan rats, I think, go a little bit backwards because I only don't want it that they stay in the charge range of the boar boys. And I think also my night runners go only a little bit, not much, but a little bit forward. Here I decided to make the Mangler Squig combat first. That when I overrun, I don't stop on my own Night Runners. So he kills my Night Runners and must overrun and stay here in front. So that also the Black Orcs can't charge me in his turn. And I killed the 2 guys and overrun then into the Mangler Squig. Here you can see I only went a little bit backwards. And then in his turn, he decided to fly with the Wyvern at this position and go a little bit forward with his boar boys. Then with the I killed the Mangler Squig. That wasn't really a problem. And with the overrun, I ended up here. And the only thing I think I would different in his way, one turn before I would turn, march in this direction, and maybe with Arcane Urgency march again. but he only moved a little bit backward, like I said before. And then in my turn, I could charge them because I must only wheel. And the center of my unit is here. His center, because he must clip, was there. And with the overrun, if he only flee, I can ignore this terrain because the pivot before you overrun and try to catch, it's you ignoring terrain. And yeah, this was this. And I move with my Night Runners in front of his boar boys. Changes the direction of my clan rats a little bit, that the wyvern and the boar boys would stay in my front. But I stay with the night runners with the edge behind in distance to my clan rats 7.1 inches, that when I fire and flee, I can only go 7 maximize because +1 for fleeing for Skaven. And so the boar boys would stay direct, also catch the night runners, but can't get into the clan rats and would stay direct in front of my clan rats, and the wyvern must charge them alone. So really bad idea, and my opponent sees that. So we could come to this in the next picture. Yeah, and then in my turn, I fight with Black Orcs. There was something what makes me a little bit afraid. I attack with my Feyblade on the level 4 wizard and make 5 hits, but rolls 2+ to wound 5 once. It was really terrible, but I managed to kill his BSB with my other characters and a few black orcs, and so at the end they break and flee, and I catch them because I have Swift Strive. And yeah. Okay, this is another perspective. Yeah. This is at the end of the movement of my next movement phase. He decided, okay, I don't want to fight alone with one unit or the other unit with the clan rats. So he decided to go away. And yeah, maybe next game I must go more aggressive or next time with the clan rats, but I was not really sure if this is a good idea. So I play them a little bit more defensive. Yeah. And I didn't have in this game the second Steeds of Shadow because I didn't roll it with Gracia, with Arcane Familiar. And so the rest of the game, they run away for me. I try to Next turn, I fly something like this. I think this was the place of the unit. We didn't want to move them really. And then in my last turn, I charge the Night Goblins. They flee. And I didn't roll high enough. And they roll really high. And in his last turn, he rallied them with the Black Orc War Boss. Yeah, this was the end of the game. I managed that I can score in the last turn then these 3 objectives. But it was a really nice game. I hope my opponent could learn a few things from this game, and so both was happy with this game. At the end, I win at GW matrix on 5-1. 20-0 would be a 15-5 for the Skaven. Okay, first game was over, and one of the guys I played 1 week before was also at this tournament, and we joked it. Maybe we must play in the second game. And for him, it was really terrible because it was my Empire 9 opponent. And yes, we played again in the second game, and it was like the week before, again, King of the Hill. And Empire 9 can do nothing against me in this scenario. It was clear before the game started. And if we would play it, it only needs 30 minutes because I stay on the middle, on the hill, score through, and he can't do anything. Maybe if I risk something, I could win 6-0, but we decided to call it and to put on the result 5-1, like with 1,200 difference, because that are the points I score with King of the Hill. So we put it in new recruit. The result was safe, and then he say he want to play really a game and asked me, could you change your list a little bit that we have a game? And the problem was I didn't bring other models to there, but I changed a little bit my list and we proc something that we can play this game. So, next picture, a little bit different list. Not completely, but a little bit different. I played this time again 2 units of 11 Night Runners, 1 unit of 30 Clan Rats, 1 unit of 30 Plague Monks, or 29. Each with full command, and again from the banners. And then I played, yeah, it's normally baggage train, 2 hell pits and character slot. I play the 2 warlords, the 1 plague my general Gracier with the law familiar. I played again like before the BSB, and then I played plague priest on Furnance with Warpstone Amulet, that he becomes 4+ ward save. My opponent played most of his list in the same way like 1 week before. He drops only out his 2 war machines and put another wizard on Pegasus into the list instead. So he had 1 steam tank, 2 war wagon, 1 wizard on horse, 1 wizard on Pegasus, 2 units outrider, 1 unit veteran state troops with small detachment, 1 unit great swords, and one general on horse with the bow, and 1 general on Pegasus with Ogre Blade. And I think I start also this game, and the deployment was here. We played the same scenario, and my Furnance, I would say, started here near to the Plague Monks. And then I cast Steeds of Shadow on the Plague Monks. Yes, the Furnance didn't get fly, but he becomes the movement who stays behind fly, how far they can move. So I can march 24 because he didn't stay inside the Plague Monks. So he goes through this. I make here place that I can move through, and march 24 direct in front of the great swords. I also wanted to use this game to try things. Try another list to play first time Hell Pits, and yeah, there was another problem. Normally I didn't play with units with random movement, and or when I play with random movement, I played, I think, 1 time Warriors of Chaos in 1 online tournament game at the Bundesliga, and there I didn't have great unit of skirmishers, and I maybe because of the model it's not so high, I completely forget that the Hellpit large target, the Night Runners in front didn't bring anything, and I blocked myself a little bit on the second turn because of that. That was really stupid. But yeah, there you can see I need also a little bit more practice with Hellpits. It was the first time in Warhammer the Old World where I use Hellpits. So in first turn I didn't not really roll high with the Hellpits. And then in his turn he charged me with the great swords. And it was really interesting how much damage or how many attacks really the Plague Priest on Furnance has, also because of the Plague Monks. And he didn't stay really far away. So he didn't get the initiative bonus really. And so I attacked before him. But at the end, I forgot completely in the game that the Furnins have the special rule that you get a -1 toughness when you stay within 3 inch of the Furnins. Yeah, but it was enough. I win every round of combat, and I think over 3 combat rounds, the Furnins kill the great swords, or I think in the last turn they flee, and the third combat round and run off the board, and I follow up. Yeah, he moved up a little bit. And then came my second turn, and like I said, it was really a little bit a problem because I can't really maneuver with my my helpet at this position. And my other problem was I rode here really low. I think I need only a 9 on 3d6, but I rode 8 or 7. Yeah, it was really crazy. Yes, I think this was the end of my second turn. And then he decided to charge with the general, the Night Runners. They make with the War Wagon. They fire and flee because they ended up here behind. And then he redirected into my helpet, and the general with the ogre blade also charges the helpet. He needs 2 combat rounds to get through the helpet. Yeah, this was end of my turn. They rally here, the Night Runners, and then move here to throwing weapons to the wizard. I moved up here a little bit, and then it was really funny. Yes, in my third turn, the helpet here charges the outrider and kills them. But failed the leadership test, and I must overrun. And now he decided to charge with, this was the general without ogre blade, here into the back of my plague monks, and the infantry into the with the griffin standard into the front. So with the general, yeah, I not really, maybe for the combat result. I don't know why he have done this. And the steam tank, I don't know. Maybe he didn't reach the plague monks. On the other side, the war wagon and the general on Pegasus with the ogre blade charges my clan rats, and then happen that the Fey blade kills the general on horse, and I doing enough damage to break the infantry, and then he runs away and I catch him. And on the clan rats we have the same. I placed also in the clan rats the ogre blade warlord, and I challenged with my champion his general, and my ogre blade kills the war wagon. And that was a problem for him because he lost the combat really high then and didn't roll high enough for his general, and the clan rats catch also here, I think, the general. Yeah. And at this point we ended the game because it doesn't make sense to play the rest of the game. So if I would play with the difference list this game and we played a little bit more friendly, then I would win 20-0 or 6-0 on GW metrics. So the 5-1 we put as result in wasn't not so far away from the reality also with the other list. There would be for him the same problem. Yeah, this was my second game, and yes, King of the Hill, it's now one of my absolutely favorite missions with Skaven in the future, I must say, because not if you play Great Brick, then there is not really much who wants to fight with them. And so King of the Hill is really good scenario for Skaven. Third game I must play, wait a moment. I must play versus Tomb Kings. And the problem here was it was my last game on this day. I went up in the morning at 5 o'clock. I was a little bit down and my concentration was not really high, so I forget really on this game to make again pictures like my problem on the most tournaments, and I only make 2 pictures. I played versus Tomb Kings, and it was Mercury Cult with level 4 or level 3 on Dragon, level 2 on Foot with Fly, 1 Prince, 1 BS, 1 Necrotech in the unit of 30 skeletons. Then he had 1 more unit skeletons. The level 2 on Foot was also the BSB. Then he had 3 snakes, 2 scorpions, 1 necrosphinx, and 2 units Ushabti. It's not normally an easy list for most of my things normally, but for Skaven Mercury Cult, it's not the greatest problem normally. I played this before often enough for VTC, and it's other one hated. I say it's one of my favorite matches with Skaven because The problem for the Tomb Kings is the Ushabti do nothing against me, and so it's not so much the problem. And in this game, what was really nice, I wrote the second Steeds of Shadow. That was, yeah, important, I would say. Yeah, if not, I would play it a little bit different, but because I have this, it was much more easier. We play in the last game. We call it every time at Warhammer 40,000 Ring of the Lust of Lust, with where you stay in the opposite quarter, and with the objective in the middle and the quarters at the end, domination. And I played it first more defensive and say, okay, we will look what you are doing. And then he decided he goes every turn a little bit more with his skeleton warriors. He started something like this, and then fly. My plague mons stay here before at the start, and my clan rats here. And he decided, okay, I will fly around, and maybe if I come with so many things, I can maybe catch your monks from all sides, or the clan rats. And then in his second turn, I think third turn. In his third turn, every unit an ambush comes. He wrote for every unit a 4+ on the same turn. And that's one of the things I don't like on ambushers. That you not really can't decide that you can wait in ambush, and that's sometimes if you have no character who puts the result up or down like you want, then it's sometimes really a problem. I have the same problem on Skaven. And so at the moment where he brings them, I stay, like I said before, the plague monks here, and the other ones, the clan rats here. And then I say, okay, now it's my turn to go, where I drive aggressive. And I cast on both units Steeds of Shadow, use for both spells Power Scroll, Warpstone token to get them safe off. And then fly with my clan rats 24 direct in front of one unit Ushabti, and fly with plague monks a little bit around, that he can't charge me here in the back or in the flank, and staying also outside of charge ranges. And then decided to put the Night Runners here in front, that he must decide what he will doing. If he don't charge me, then I can still charge next turn. And it brings him not really anything. And if he charge here with the dragon, then alone it's not really a good idea. Here is the same. When I kill the Ushabti, in this unit stays again the Ogre Blade and one Gracie. Then he crumble also with the dragon, because I can go into the challenge with my champion, and that's not really a good idea. So he stay here and don't charge me. Charge me here. Ended up with his skeleton warriors here. And then he decided, okay, the game at this point is maybe lost. So he, at this turn, not direct, but the turn after, he decided. He tried to bring everything in a little bit better position. And then I tried to get through the 30 skeleton warriors in one round, and it was not possible because the bullshit regeneration on Crumble. It's so stupid. He lost by 21 this combat, but he makes 6 regen on Crumble. And so 2 models lives at the end. I killed the prince in the challenge with the Fellblade, and kill enough skeleton warriors with the rest of my unit. And yes, the Bo Shabti was no opponent for my Ogre Blade and the rest of the clan rats. They also crumble, and then I restrain. And he bring back a few skeleton warriors, and then, but like I said before, he decided, okay, the game is lost, because if he charges here with 2 or 3 things, the Feyblade kill the small things here, so he can't charge me there. Would be terrible for him, and he only gives me more points. So he managed to get away with everything outside of these 2 units, maybe also the Scorpion. And we didn't play it at the end, up to the end, because in his turn, I bring also the skeleton warriors down to 2. It was the same again. He passes too many regen on the crumble test. And then I charged with my clan rats here and make this combat first. So after this fight, I overrun. And then, because this combat wasn't taken up to this time, I can attack again. And yeah, this was the point where we where we call the game, because it was clear I never will catch them. They will catch the 2 units, the last unit Night Runner, who stays here, and I will catch these 2 units at the end. And so we call it like this. And I was winning at the end, then again 5-1, and it would be again on 20-0 matrix a 15-5. So this was the last game, and I was the only undefeated player. So it was clear at the end. I was really happy also with my list. Yes, it was again a smaller tournament, but I was happy. uh, yeah, Skaven, so much fun, and I will try in the next weeks few different lists. But the next real life tournaments are in November, middle and at the end. So in the next weeks, I try to bring or to make videos outside of tournaments with tactics or what have changed in 1.5. First for Skaven, but then after this also for other factions. Because yes, we have here Skaven focused on this channel, but I also play a few different armies and can inform about other armies. For example, on the team online tournament I will play next month. If you want, there are places free you can join in. It's a Warhol online tournament. It's 5 men, and it goes over November and half of November and December. About 5 games, 5 guys, and I will play together with Markus and Stefan. No, Markus and Christoph from Team Germany, and one other guy from Germany, David. And we have also Nathaniel from the Team USA. He will play Skaven. He is so happy with to play Skaven at the moment. He started shortly before the VTC, and he has so much fun with them. So I told him, okay, you can play Skaven, and it's not a problem for me because I played enough other armies, and I also know what I'm doing. So at the moment, it looks like that I will play Bretonia on the online tournament. And then at the end of November, I will play on a real life tournament. I would say it looks like it at the moment. One tournament with Tomb Kings. And in Saarbrücken, I must see if it's Skaven or maybe it's also this one. It's a really fun tournament. So I'm thinking about Empire to bring my 9 or 10 Demigryph and priest on wagon and something like this, what you normally wouldn't never play. So a little bit more funny units, but I will see. I hope you enjoy and you can maybe learn a little or something of this. if you still have any questions. Yes, I have seen under my last video there was wish for a video about magic items on Skaven. I think I will bring it in the next week. So I read the comments, and if it's possible, I answer or make a video if it's not so easy to answer the question in a few with a few words. Then most time it's easier to make a short video because it's easier to explain. Yeah, if you like the video for YouTube, the stupid algorithm, put the like button. And if you have any questions or comments, you can write it down in the comment section. And I hope you will come back again when my